I married a man who can't remember me, not because he doesn't want to, but because one terrible night took every single memory of us away. My name is Liana, and this is the story of how I became a stranger to the man I love. We were married for 3 beautiful years. 3 years filled with laughter, slow dances in our kitchen, late-night conversations that stretched until dawn, and so many dreams we whispered into our pillows. He was my safe place. He was my calm. He was my forever. Then the accident happened. A truck, pouring rain, a slippery road, and the phone call that shattered my entire world into a million pieces. The voice on the other end said, "Ma'am, your husband is alive," but I couldn't hear the rest. My heart was already breaking. When I finally reached the hospital, he was awake, but his eyes, they didn't light up when he saw me. In fact, they didn't recognize me at all. He looked right through me, like I was nobody. And then he asked the 2 words that tore my soul apart. "Who are you?" The doctors called it selective retrograde amnesia. He remembered his childhood, some old friends from high school, but nothing from the last 4 years. Not our first date, not our wedding day, not the home we built together, not me. They warned me not to push him, not to overwhelm him, to give him time. So I stayed by his side, quietly, praying every single day that something, anything, would spark a memory. But the hardest part, he was kind to me, but in the way you'd be kind to a complete stranger. Polite, careful, so distant. I would cry in the hospital bathroom so he wouldn't see, my shoulders shaking with silent sobs. His mother told me to leave it alone, to give him space. His sister even suggested that maybe this was a sign, a chance for a fresh start for him. But I wasn't giving up. I knew the man I married. I knew our love was real. And I knew, deep down in my bones, that he was still in there somewhere, buried beneath the confusion. So I started small. I brought him pictures from our wedding, from our vacations. I showed him our matching wedding rings. I took him to the little cafe where we first met, hoping the smell of coffee and pastries would trigger something. I even brought our dog, Charlie, to the hospital, hoping that familiar wagging tail would connect. He just stared at everything like he was looking at someone else's life, a story he had no part in. But then, one night, everything changed. While I was asleep in the uncomfortable hospital chair beside his bed, he found an old video on my phone. It was a short clip of him, from years ago, holding me during a thunderstorm because he knew how much they terrified me. In the video, he was whispering to the camera, "Even if you forget everything, I'll remind you every day why you're safe with me." He watched that video 10 times. The next morning, his eyes were red and swollen. He sat on the edge of the bed, turned to me, and whispered, so quietly I almost missed it, "Can you remind me?" That was the first time he reached for my hand. Not because he remembered me, but because he chose me. He chose to try. Healing wasn't fast. It was a roller coaster. Some days he felt close, asking questions about our life, laughing at an old inside joke I shared. Other days, he would drift away again, the distance returning to his eyes, and my heart would ache all over again. But we rebuilt, memory by memory, moment by moment. We were getting a second chance at love, starting from scratch. And then, one rainy night, the kind that used to trigger his anxiety and my fear, he looked at me with these trembling, uncertain eyes. He took a deep breath and said, "I don't remember everything, but I remember how I feel with you. And that's enough." And then he kissed me. It felt like our first kiss all over again. Because in a way, it was. I married a man who couldn't remember me. But today, he loves me all over again. Not because of the memories we had, but because of the new ones we're creating every single day. We learned that sometimes, love doesn't need a past. Sometimes, love just needs another chance. Thank you for listening to our story. Don't forget to subscribe for more.